Have you ever noticed that, as the years go by, it seems like your energy doesn't last as long as it used to? Or maybe simple tasks feel a bit more difficult than they did just a few years ago. Whether it's lifting groceries, getting up from the couch, or even just bending over to tie your shoes, it can start to feel like something's missing. And it's completely natural to wonder, why am I feeling this way? What can I do about it? If you've been asking yourself those questions, then this video is for you. Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful, yet often overlooked, ways to regain energy, strength, and independence as we get older. And it's something that most people don't start seriously considering until it's a little too late: strength training. But before you say, "Oh, that's just for bodybuilders," or "I'm too old for that," I want you to keep an open mind. Strength training is one of the keys to staying independent after 60. And it doesn't mean you need to lift heavy weights or spend hours at the gym. In fact, even light strength training, done regularly, can make a huge difference in how you feel day to day. Whether you're 60, 70, or even older, it's never too late to start, and the benefits you'll experience can be truly life-changing. So, why exactly is strength training so important as we age? Well, let's break it down. First, as we get older, we naturally begin to lose muscle mass, a process called sarcopenia. It starts gradually, often without us even realizing it. In fact, you might not notice it until you find yourself struggling to carry a bag of groceries or climb a flight of stairs. When you lose muscle, your body doesn't just become weaker. You also lose strength, endurance, and mobility, all of which can make it harder to live the independent life you deserve. But here's the good news: strength training can reverse that process and even build new muscle. Now, let's talk about why this is so important for your day-to-day life. Imagine you wake up in the morning feeling strong, energized, and ready to take on the day. You don't have to worry about your joints aching or feeling winded after walking up the stairs. You feel confident in your ability to do everyday activities, like carrying your groceries, gardening, or playing with your grandchildren, without worrying about getting hurt or being exhausted. This is what strength training can help you achieve. It's about more than just looking good. It's about feeling good, staying active, and maintaining the independence you cherish. So, in this video, we're going to explore the powerful benefits of strength training, how it can improve your health, and most importantly, how you can start incorporating it into your life in a way that's simple, safe, and effective. We'll also talk about some easy, low-impact exercises you can do at home or in a gym, no matter your current fitness level. And trust me, you don't need fancy equipment or hours of your day to get started. Just a little bit of time and consistency will make all the difference. Now, let's dive into the first key reason strength training is so important after 60. It helps improve bone density and joint health. As we age, our bones naturally begin to weaken. Osteoporosis, which is a condition where bones become brittle and more prone to fractures, becomes a real concern for many older adults. But here's where strength training can make a huge impact. When you engage in weight-bearing activities, your bones are forced to work harder to support your body. This stimulates the production of bone-forming cells, which helps maintain or even increase bone density. In fact, studies have shown that regular strength training can slow down, stop, or even reverse some of the bone loss that occurs with age. But it's not just about bones. Strength training also helps with joint health. When you build muscle around your joints, you help support and protect those areas, reducing the wear and tear that naturally occurs over time. It's like building a stronger foundation for your house. Your body's foundation, in this case, is your muscles, and the stronger they are, the better your joints are supported. And when your joints are better supported, you experience less pain and stiffness, which means you can move more freely and comfortably. Here's an example. Think about someone who enjoys walking. If they've been walking for years but haven't been doing any strength training, their joints might start to ache more, or they may feel a bit more wobbly or unstable as they walk. But if they start adding some simple strength exercises into their routine, like squats or lunges, the muscles around their hips, knees, and ankles will become stronger, which will help them walk with more stability and less discomfort. This is the power of strength training in action. Now that we've talked about how strength training can improve bone density and joint health, let's move on to another key benefit. It helps with balance and fall prevention. As we age, our balance tends to decline, which is why falls become a major concern. In fact, 1 in 4 older adults falls each year, and falls are a leading cause of injury and even death in seniors. But the good news is that strength training can play a crucial role in preventing falls. When you work on building strength, especially in your legs and core, you're also improving your balance. Strong legs give you the power and stability to maintain a steady position, whether you're standing, walking, or even getting up from a chair. And a strong core, your abdominal muscles, lower back, and hips, acts like a natural stabilizer, helping you stay steady when you move. These two areas, when strengthened, make a huge difference in your ability to maintain balance and reduce the risk of falls. Think of it this way: when you strengthen your muscles, you're not just getting physically stronger. You're also becoming more aware of your body's movements. You develop better control over your motions, which allows you to respond quickly if you lose your balance. Whether you're stepping off a curb or carrying a bag of groceries, you'll feel more confident in your ability to stay steady and avoid falls. Now, let's pause here for a moment. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that we're getting older and there's nothing we can do to fight the effects of aging. But the truth is, strength training gives us the tools we need to stay strong, independent, and capable. And if you're thinking, "I don't know if I can do this," don't worry. In the next part of this video, we'll talk about how you can start with simple, low-impact exercises that are perfect for anyone over 60, whether you've been active your whole life or if you're just starting out. But before we do that, let's finish up this section by reflecting on the key points we've covered. By now, you should have a clear idea of why strength training is such a game changer as we age. It helps keep our bones strong, supports our joints, and significantly improves our balance, all of which contribute to a more independent and fulfilling life. And the best part? It's never too late to start. Whether you're 60, 70, or even older, your muscles are still capable of growing stronger with the right approach. So, if you're ready to take control of your health and start feeling stronger, stay tuned. In the next part, we'll dive into how you can incorporate strength training into your daily routine with some simple exercises that anyone can do, no matter your current fitness level. Ready? Let's keep moving forward together. Now that we've explored how strength training can help improve bone density, joint health, and balance, let's take a deeper dive into how you can start incorporating it into your life. I know the idea of starting a new fitness routine might sound intimidating, especially if you haven't been active in a while, but let me reassure you, you don't need to become a gym enthusiast or lift heavy weights to experience the benefits. The beauty of strength training is that it can be adapted to your current fitness level, and the key is consistency. So, let's talk about how you can start with simple exercises that are effective yet gentle on the body. You don't need to rush, and you don't need to do everything at once. Even small steps can lead to big improvements over time. The first step is to remember that strength training doesn't have to involve dumbbells or machines. In fact, you can start using your body weight to perform a wide variety of exercises right in the comfort of your own home. And the best part is, many of these exercises will target the muscles that are most important for maintaining your independence as you age. Let's start with the foundation, your legs and core. These are two areas that need extra attention as they play such a crucial role in balance, stability, and overall strength. Let's begin with squats. Now, I know when you hear squats, you might picture someone in a gym lifting a heavy barbell, but that's not what we're talking about here. You can do squats right where you are, using just your body weight for resistance. The key to squats is focusing on the movement pattern, sitting back as though you were lowering yourself onto a chair. If you need support, you can hold onto the back of a sturdy chair or a countertop to make the movement easier. Start by standing with your feet shoulder width apart, bend your knees, and lower yourself down like you're about to sit. Then, push through your heels to stand back up. Start with just 5 to 10 reps and slowly increase the number as you get stronger. This exercise strengthens the muscles in your legs, glutes, and core, all essential areas for maintaining balance and mobility. If squats seem too challenging at first, don't worry. There are modifications you can make to ease into it. For example, you can sit down in a chair and then stand up, repeating that motion several times. As your strength builds, you can gradually increase the difficulty by lowering yourself more slowly or adding a pause before standing back up. Next, let's talk about lunges. Lunges are another excellent lower body exercise, but again, they don't have to be intense or complicated. You can start with a basic lunge, which is simply taking a step forward with one leg, lowering your body until your back knee almost touches the floor, and then stepping back to your starting position. Repeat the movement with the other leg. If you need help with balance, hold onto a chair or countertop for support. Just a few lunges on each leg, performed slowly and controlled, can help strengthen your legs and improve your coordination. As you build strength, you can increase the number of reps and even add weights in the form of small dumbbells or water bottles. Now that we've focused on the legs, let's move on to the core, which is another critical area for maintaining balance and stability. Strengthening your core muscles can make a world of difference in how you move, sit, and even stand throughout the day. One of the easiest and safest core exercises to start with is the seated march. Sit in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the ground and your back straight. Slowly lift one knee towards your chest, lower it back down, and then lift the other knee. This may seem simple, but it engages your core muscles to stabilize your torso as you lift each leg. Start by doing this for 10 to 15 reps on each leg. You can gradually increase the difficulty by lifting your legs higher or adding small hand weights for extra resistance. Another great core exercise that you can do from a seated position is the seated twist. Sit upright in a chair with your feet flat on the floor and your hands placed on your shoulders or arms crossed over your chest. Slowly rotate your torso to the right as far as you can go without straining, then return to center and rotate to the left. This twist engages your obliques, the muscles along your sides, and helps improve mobility in your spine, which is crucial for maintaining flexibility and movement as you age. Again, start with just a few twists on each side, and over time, you can increase the number of repetitions. As you begin to incorporate these exercises into your routine, I encourage you to focus on how your body feels rather than on how many reps you can do. It's not about pushing yourself to the limit right away. Remember, it's all about building strength slowly and steadily. Consistency is key here, so aim to do these exercises a few times a week. Even just 10 to 15 minutes a day can have a profound impact on your strength and overall well-being. But what about those of you who may already be fairly active or have experience with exercise? If you've been walking or doing other types of cardio, strength training is a fantastic way to complement your routine and enhance your results. For those of you who are ready to take it up a notch, you can start introducing resistance bands or light dumbbells into your exercises to increase the intensity. Resistance bands are especially great because they provide constant tension, which can really help build muscle without putting too much strain on your joints. You can use them for exercises like bicep curls, shoulder presses, or even seated leg extensions. Speaking of weight-bearing exercises, let's also touch on another important point, the role of walking in your routine. Walking is an excellent form of low-impact exercise that can help maintain your cardiovascular health and keep you active, but it's not a substitute for strength training. If you've been walking regularly, that's fantastic. Just make sure you're pairing it with strength exercises to keep your muscles strong and your bones healthy. Walking does help with endurance and cardiovascular fitness, but it doesn't target the muscles in the same way that strength training does. So, even if you're walking every day, don't forget to add in those strength-building exercises a few times a week. And remember, you don't need to spend hours at the gym or even have a complicated routine to see the benefits of strength training. A few simple, consistent exercises done at home or in your neighborhood can go a long way in helping you feel stronger, more confident, and more independent. Now that we've covered some great ways to get started with strength training, let's move on to another key benefit: how strength training boosts your energy levels and improves your mood. After all, feeling strong and capable doesn't just help your body, it can make a big difference in how you feel mentally and emotionally as well. Stay tuned, because that's coming up next. Now that we've talked about how to get started with strength training and how it benefits your muscles, bones, and balance, let's shift gears a bit and discuss something that's often overlooked but incredibly important: how strength training can improve your energy levels and mood. As we age, it's easy to feel like we're losing our vitality, like we don't have the same pep in our step that we used to. But one of the most amazing things about strength training is that it has the power to revitalize you, boost your energy, and make you feel more upbeat. When we talk about energy, we're not just referring to how much stamina you have during physical activity, though that's part of it. We're also talking about your overall sense of vitality, the feeling that you have the strength to take on your day, whether it's getting out of bed in the morning, running errands, or even just enjoying time with friends and family. The more you engage in strength training, the better your body becomes at managing energy, your muscles become more efficient, and your body learns how to use energy more effectively. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine waking up in the morning and feeling ready to take on the day without that sluggish feeling. Imagine getting out of bed with ease, not feeling like you need a cup of coffee to get moving. Strength training helps regulate your energy levels throughout the day by improving circulation and ensuring that your muscles have the endurance they need to support you through daily activities. It's like a natural energy boost without needing to rely on external sources like caffeine or sugar. And it's not just your body that benefits from strength training, it's your mind too. One of the most immediate effects of strength training is its positive impact on mood. Regular exercise, including strength training, stimulates the release of endorphins, your body's natural mood elevators. These feel-good chemicals can help reduce feelings of stress, anxiety, and even depression. In fact, studies have shown that people who engage in regular strength training have a greater sense of well-being and report feeling more emotionally balanced and less anxious. There's something incredibly empowering about realizing that you have the strength to do what you want, when you want. When you start noticing the physical changes in your body, whether it's feeling stronger, standing taller, or being able to do things that used to be difficult, you start feeling more confident. And that confidence doesn't just stay in the gym or during your workout session. It carries over into every part of your life. It can make you feel more capable at work, at home, and in your relationships. When you feel physically strong, you feel mentally strong as well. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, I'm too old for all this energy talk. I don't feel like I can take on the world anymore. And that's okay. I get it. It's easy to feel like age is something that limits us, and that energy is something that just naturally fades over time. But here's the thing, strength training doesn't just work on your muscles and bones. It works on your mindset too. It helps you push past the limits you think you have and shows you that you're capable of so much more than you realize. The beauty of strength training is that it's not about being the strongest person in the room or lifting the heaviest weights. It's about pushing your own boundaries and setting small goals for yourself. And when you meet those goals, it's a huge confidence booster. If you've ever felt discouraged by the idea that you can't keep up with your younger self, remember that strength training is about progress, not perfection. Every little step you take makes a difference. Whether you're doing 10 squats or holding a plank for 30 seconds, you're improving your strength, energy, and confidence bit by bit. So, let's recap the major benefits we've covered so far. Strength training helps improve bone density, supports joint health, boosts balance, and reduces the risk of falls. It enhances your energy and mood, making you feel more capable, focused, and positive. And most importantly, it's something you can start at any age, even if you haven't been active in years. Now, I want to leave you with a final thought. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that aging means slowing down, but it doesn't have to. You have the power to decide how you age, and strength training is one of the best ways to stay strong, healthy, and independent. And the beauty is that you don't have to do it alone. You can start slow, ask for support if you need it, and celebrate every little victory along the way. Remember, it's not about lifting the heaviest weights or working out for hours. It's about taking those small steps every day, whether it's a few squats while watching TV or a simple walk with a little extra resistance, to stay strong and independent. You deserve to feel your best at any age, and strength training can help you get there. Before we wrap up, I want to encourage you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Have you tried strength training before, or are you just getting started? What changes have you noticed in your energy levels or strength? I'd love to hear from you, and I'm sure others in our community would too. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more tips on how to live your best life, no matter your age. Together, we can make aging a time of strength, joy, and independence. And with that, I want to thank you for spending this time with me. Here's to staying strong and independent, now and in the years to come. No matter what age you are, you can always feel your best. Strength training is one way to get there. Keep moving, keep smiling, and remember, your best days are ahead of you.